Sonic, CJ, and Ray Burnett. And I hope I will be back before too long. Before too long.
Hi, my name's Robin Phillips and I'm a jazz singer, pianist, and I'm so excited to be bringing you a brand new album. But it's not just a brand new album, this is my first originals album for over 20 years. The last time I wrote a bunch of songs I was a teenager, and that was a whole different time. In 2019 I went to the USA and I rode a Harley down from Chicago down to New Orleans. I wanted to better understand the music that I play and understand where it comes from. Something happened and it triggered this whole album. I was lying in bed in New Orleans and I couldn't sleep because the streetcar was rattling around, the St. Charles streetcar was rattling around outside. I thought, hang on a minute, I'm in New Orleans and the St. Charles streetcar is rattling outside my hotel room. If that's not a lyric, there'll never be one. I started writing, laying in bed listening to the St. Charles streetcar, can't get no sleep. And that became the opening line to Ode to Nola.
Laying in bed, listening to the St. Charles streetcar, I can't get no sleep. Feels so good getting back to the Crescent City. Time to slow down, put my feet on the ground, just wandering around on this homebound trip.
Everything changed for me on coming back from that trip. I knew who I was, I knew how I connected to the history of jazz. And I grew up here, but I've always been tapping into the culture from there.
Grew up playing in the field, listening to the work song. I knew it was the only way to feel so sweet, yet hard won. Gonna head into the city and burn to wax this new sound. Gonna get it on the radio waves and spread it round. You know,
and it's okay to be me, because I am me, it's all I've got. And rather than trying to be something else, just being me, influenced by all these things. So for the rest of that trip, I kept notes, I wrote notes, I just dumped all probably 20 years worth of thoughts. What do I think about the politics of the world right now? What do I think about some of these cities I visited? There's a song on the album about Memphis and Son Studio, Sam Phillips. There's a song on the album about Clarksdale.
And whilst others write pages, your gift flows through the air. Skies deeper, your crumbling walls better, human sacrifice. But as you place your foot on your doorstep, the sun still lights up your eyes. So don't be looking for someone to shine a brighter light for you all of the time.
There's a song on the album about Muscle Shoals. Ode to Nola is about New Orleans. But there's also a song called I'm Coming Home, which I wrote. I didn't sleep on the overnight flight back from the USA, and I wrote down what I suddenly understood about England.
I'm coming home, flying home from Crescent City, and I know you can't take away the pain, but the centuries of wisdom in the branches of the oaks bring sensibility and hope to allow futures to grow. Futures to grow.
It's a bit funky, a bit jazzy, it's a bit bluesy. Let me tell you who's on the album. We've got a whole mixture of people. Some of it is part of the Pinstripe Suit Band, Claire Brock, Louis Thorne on bass, and then some of it's my Rep 4 lineup, which is Neil Callan on guitar, Jihad Darwish on bass, and Alex Best on drums. But Rep 4 became Rep 4 Plus when I added Natalie Rosario on cello, backing vocals and cello. Some of it's got a string quartet on it, some of it's got the wonderful Soul Sanctuary gospel choir from London.
Your fields and cities, and I know you can't take away the pain, but the centuries of wisdom in the branches of the oak.
I just let each song go where it needed to go. So some of it was recorded here in Rep Music Studio, some of it was recorded down at Masterchord down in London. But also I've got Billy Kilson, the incredible funk drummer from New York, on 2 tracks. And we've got Damien Nueva, the upright bass player, the Cuban upright bass player from Paris. There's a lot to say on it. Return from the Source, the album, is coming your way. Please come on the journey with me, and I hope you have something to take from these songs. that I've written and I'm sharing with you, recorded with people that I just love making music with.
This song's for you.